What's up, guys? Drive of the week here with Coach Pat. Here we are going on the offensive side of the ball. Coach Pat did a great job last week of breaking down the Detroit Lions' momentum stop against the Buffalo Bills. Here we're going to dive into the offense of the Seattle Seahawks, your Super Bowl champion, and versus the 49ers, a divisional round playoff game versus two division opponents. So obviously a lot of bad blood. They don't like each other. Defense doesn't like the offense. Offense doesn't like the defense. And the Seahawks did a great job of punching them in the mouth early, taking the lead, and never looking back. So here we are early in the first quarter. Scores 10-0. Seahawks already scored on a kick return, got a stop, field goal, and just got the ball back on a fumble recovery. So they're probably looking for something deep. Right here we have 12 personnel, so that means we have two tight ends, two receivers, and a running back. Sam Darnold running this entire thing. What an elite job last season, leading to a Super Bowl. So we're probably looking, it's a 4-2-5. We're probably looking for a deep shot, something just to really punch him in the mouth after that turnover. You're always looking for a quick score after turnover to keep the momentum going. Seahawks did a great job all game running outside zone. So they're probably trying to set up something here. They do a good job. Linemen try to look like they're going horizontal without staying behind the line of scrimmage in order to run this play action, which is just a fake run. The only problem that we see really here, one, obviously the defense played an excellent job on this play, covering all the guys, covering all their gaps and responsibilities. But the big one that we missed here is Kenneth Walker, who had a great run on the stretch in the playoffs, miss a key block right here that would set up the bootleg for Sam Darnold. Once he misses that, there's not much you could do. Covered. This is a tough throw and covered. It looks like either man or cover three match defensively. Regardless of that, this play was covered from the start. Their safety, number 6, does a good job of coming off the edge, getting off the running back's block, and making the sack. So while this is drive of the week, it didn't start great. And I think that's a key point of this is that even though you lose yards, you could always get them back if you do the plays right. This makes this drive even more pretty going into the next play. Okay, so after the sack, they lost about 10 yards, so they're on the minus 48-yard line. The Seahawks do a great job here of using JSN. They do a great job all season of putting JSN in positions to win his individual battle. You'll hear me say this time and time again. Put your best players in the best position to win and just let them do the work. If they're getting the ball in open space, you're going to look like a better coach and the player's going to look like a better player. Give the ball to your athletes and let them win the game. So JSN here's in the backfield. It's an 11 personnel, so one tight end, two receivers, one running back, and I guess you could say he's a running back, but we know it's JSN. The personnel-wise stays to 11 personnel. They're on the right hash. O-line does a great job of just picking up the 4 pressures. We got a chip and release. We got some type of stick option, and we have a jet route right here. We're going to play him on this side, and then over here they're going to use JSN on a choice route, depending on what he wants to see, and then they're going to have Cooper Kupp, elite route runner, run his corner route, smash route, however you want to call it. The smash concept right here is what we're looking at. JSN does a good job of attracting the eyes of the corner. All Sam Darnold needs is a little bit of hesitation from him dropping a little bit more. Looks like we have some type of cover 2, Tampa 2 with the middle linebacker dropping back. All he needs is some type of hesitation to rip it in the corner. If he keeps dropping, we're going to give JSN the ball with plenty of space to go. If he does his hesitation or plays JSN, which he should because it's JSN, then Sam Darnold's going to rip it in that pocket. Once he gets that little bit of hesitation, Darnold rips one right in the pocket. This is one of the most elite throws you could ever get from a quarterback. Opposite hash, about 25 yards down the field into a pocket. Perfect throw, perfect play from Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp. Here we have an end zone view of our protection. They do a great job of giving Darnold a little bit of time. Right there, all he has to do is step up just into his throw and make the play. Okay, so just the play before, we saw them put JSN in the backfield. Like we said, the Seahawks do a great job of putting JSN in different positions to win the game, but also putting him in positions to distract the defense. They know this is their best player. They know they need to stop him. If they stop him, they think they can win. The Seahawks say, okay, stop him. We've got other guys to win games, and that's what makes a great team. Here we are in 11 personnel, 1 tight end, 2 receivers, JSN, receiver number 3, and a running back. Now they move JSN into motion. All eyes are on him. It looks like some type of man with a bump coverage. So they're going to call him off, bump it over. Hey, you got him now. Now, once he goes back this way, okay, now we're going to go and you're going to grab him. I'm going to stay on the running back here. Seahawks are just trying to distract the defense, get them talking as much as possible, as quick as possible into the snap. They have an over route right here. They have a guard pull for the protection. Some type of concept over here that's going to try to force. His eyes are going to go here. Safety does a good job. Corner does a good job. Linebacker does a great job of not getting distracted by all that and staying with the running back. What the Seahawks are trying to do is get all eyes over here and sneak in the running back over here. We've called it Cherokee. You can call it whatever you like. It's essentially a mesh between the outside receiver and the running back, but the 49ers do a great job. Divisional teams, so they've played each other twice already. They know something like this is coming. They've stayed disciplined, and the Seahawks are dead in the water. Sam does a good job of not taking another sack after picking up that first down, and now they just live to play another day. All right, so here we are, 2nd and 10. Seahawks stay in the 11 personnel, 1 tight end, receiver, running back over here. Let's see what the Seahawks try to do. 4 down linemen, four guys pressure. Seahawks do a good job of picking them up right here. We have some type of chip and release. We want ideally him to get some type of elbow or shoulder on the bottom rib of the outside pressure, but not everything happens that way on purpose. So now here we have a sit route to grab this guy and an over route by JSN right here. We're using speed and route running to create an open space. Once Darnold gets pressured right here, he has to step up. Now we have from number 22 right here. He's coming across the edge. Sam Darnold sees it right there, steps up. There's space there. Cooper Kupp does a good job on his sail route to grab that corner, and now we just have to rip it in that pocket. On the run, right here, stays behind the line of scrimmage, obviously, and throws it there. Now, the safety's a little eager, and they probably know that because they played him multiple times this year. So he makes a jump on it, creates early contact, ball still in the air, and the ref right here sees it. So again, not as pretty as the Seahawks wanted to, but the design was there. If you go back a little bit to right about here, let's just track it back a little bit more. We see that open space that we talked about. Now he knows it's zone. He knows he's got to get here. If he breaks it anymore over here, the safety is able to undercut it. So he does a good job of staying down under that safety. JSN was open, but Sam was pressured by the outside here, and that's what we talked about. That running back did not do a good enough job of chipping to release, which allowed the outside pressure to come across and force Sam Darnold to step up in the pocket, which is okay if we're looking at this. But if we're talking about playmakers making a play, look at all this space that Sam could have given JSN. Here we have an end zone view of the same thing. Here's what we're talking about. Running back should chip, help the tackle. He's alone. These guys are facing the same dudes every single play. It's not easy. Tackles are alone against nasty defensive ends. Whenever we can get a running back to chip and release, it just takes off a little bit of pressure of him and essentially gives him a little bit more time. So Kenneth gets out of there quick, doesn't get that chip that we talk about, and that forces right about here. He's already got the edge, and now that forces Sam to step up in the pocket and lose his vision on JSN. And then right here, Sam does a good job of evading pressure, stepping up in the pocket, and making a good throw. And now we just see early contact, balls in the air, easy call for the ref. So after the pass interference, you got 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Now we're in 13 personnel. Tight end number 1, tight end number 2, tight end number 3, one receiver, and a running back. So what are we expecting? Run. This personnel has actually come back into the NFL. We're seeing a new rise of 13 personnel once again. It's the big boys. It's run down their throats kind of offense. And now we have 3 personnels. Seahawks move number 40 across in motion, get the defense talking, get them moving just a little bit. They're going to want to do a duo slice. We can compete against if you want to go inside zone or duo. I'm a big duo guy. Learned it from one of my mentors. It's a big time play in the NFL. It's very popular. It's getting double team on single guys and working their way up to the backer. So right here, we're going to go 1-2 on him. We're going to duo on him. And then we're going to go a solo block. I've called it Ranger. Anyone could call it whatever it is. It's one-on-one blocking. He's going to wrap around an arc to this defender, and then we're going to slice back right here, or split, some people call it. It really doesn't matter. Essentially, the job is to get it done on the double team block. So here we go. We'll stop it right here. So now hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, 1-2, 1-2. They're working to him, and they're working to this guy. We're on a ranger call, so one-on-one blocking. We're going to arc release to the corner, and then we're going to split or slice the defensive end. We're going to go right here, and then it's going to be A-gap backside, really, and then just let your running backs make a play. So right here, great push by the O-line right here. Good job on the solo block. All you need to do is give Kenneth Walker a little bit of time to see the hole and hit it. You don't need to be blocking them for 17 seconds, but you need to get a good enough push, stay low, and drive your defender back in order to give him some room. Now, once he gets up here, we're talking about 2-3 yards. Fight. Keep your feet moving, and we get to the 4-yard line. So here's the end zone view of this. Again, we're working duo. That motion right here, bringing him over here, brings those backers this way. And then the same thing. Now we're just doing our duo blocking. We're going 2 right here, 2 right here, solo, arc release, split, block your guy, and then right here. And that's the play we want right there. If you see it a little bit slower, Kenneth does a good job staying tight. And then the best thing about a running back is knowing when you're going to hit a big play, and when knowing you're just going to get the yards. You got to fight for every yard. I'm going to put my shoulders down. I'm going to keep my feet moving and get as many yards as possible. I may not score, but I'm going to set up the offense for the next play to score. So keep moving your feet, keep driving your feet. And now we're 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line. All right, so the Seahawks here are in 12 personnel. So tight end number 1, tight end number 2, receiver number 1, receiver number 2, and a running back. So now they're keeping it option. These tight ends in the NFL in today's world can do everything. They could block, they could run routes, they could catch. So the defense doesn't know if it's going to be a run or pass. The Seahawks do a good job of moving one in motion, getting the defense communicating, moving another motion. Now the defense is communicating even more. So now we have a 3-by-1 formation. JSN all alone by himself, but it could be a run. It could be a pass. We don't know. Now we run a play action. Line does a good job of holding it up without moving down the field. If the lineman move past 2 yards, it will be called for illegal man down the field. The tight ends they're free to do whatever they want. That's what makes them so versatile in an offense. Sam does a good job of the fake. I think Kenneth, in my opinion, could fake this out a little bit more. He doesn't do anything more than just that. If you really want to fake some defense out, you got to stick your nose in the ground and make it look like you're running the ball. That gives him enough, though, just enough to hold, because this guy was killing them all game. And now he's got to revert back and go get Sam. They run a reverse bootleg, and it looks like some type of flood concept with the mesh over the top. So they have Cooper Kupp running over here, an over route. They have JSN running an over route here. He's taught to keep 2 yards from the baseline rules in the NFL, 2 yards from the sideline to keep himself, give him some room. We have a stick and an over. So I'll draw it up a little bit nicer for you. Again, JSN, baseline rules. Stick, if it's man, take it out. If it's zone, you sit. And then he's coming right across here. So now we have level 1, level 2, level 3. Now, guys, do not underestimate this throw. This is an elite throw from a quarterback that played elite football towards the end of the year. He sees it. Hand is up. So now we're ready to go. J.S. Sensei's giving the ball. Sam Darnold's ready to rip it. He sets his feet up. He's got serious pressure. He knows he's going to get hit. Quarterbacks are going to get hit. It's about the toughness and being able to get back up that makes a quarterback great. He drops just a little bit and slings it in behind. I'm sorry, that's a bad drawing right here. Slings it in behind just into this window right here to make an excellent throw right into the corner of the end zone. He gets hit back there. Everyone's happy. Touchdown Seahawks. They go up 17-0 and end up winning the game big en route to the Super Bowl. So, guys, this is the Drive a Week. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch. We're going to be doing this every week. Please subscribe below, comment, like, share, do what you need to do. We love what we're doing, and we love that you guys are watching. So thank you again, and we'll see you guys next week.